Hello, welcome back to episode 12 of Avowed. For those who don't know, I record like episodes in bulk basically every time. And today the first video I've been recording is this one. Perfect. I literally checked my battery before I started just to check if it would do this, and it looked like it would be perfect. So that lied to me, didn't it? Not this again. Not this situation again. Okay. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I record in bulk, and for the month of August, yes, I would record four a day, and they would go out over 4 days. And today, I'm doing the next month's videos, the month after August. So I'm quite far ahead considering it's actually uh, nearly the end of July for me. So I'm like nearly a whole month, or over a whole month ahead now. Um, like I said, for this month, I'm going to try and do. I'm going to record for 3 days, but I'm going to record two a day. So I'm going to be recording 6 videos today. Um, uh, and this is the first video I'm doing of that six. So we'll see how this goes. But I always do whenever I do a recording session, I always do Avowed first, and the reason is because these are long videos. These are my other videos are normally like 30 to 40 minutes. These videos are normally over an hour long. So I always do these videos first. So travel to Fionn, make your way to Fionn, and search for the governor. Okay.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt. Also looking into the Dream Scourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
I'm an Ardian envoy. Is that official enough?
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure they didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
I thought Adamancers leapt at bold experimentation.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
He's the one taking all the risk here.
You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell them about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. All heads prevail.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
Serious.
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Making a mistake.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
This is just like hands down me in video games. Second the house opens up, I like to walk in and just fucking ruin the place. But what is nailed down? You know what I mean? I'll take anything that isn't nailed down. It's available to grab. Best believe. Best believe I'm grabbing it. Okay. Then that was the bedroom door.
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed a shame.
Ooh. Over here we go. There's apparently some stuff over here that we can grab. Yeah, again, spoiled meat. We still haven't figured out what that's supposed to be done for, unless it is just shit.
did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
As I said, if I can interact with it, I will.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He must have his reasons. Forcing out the wrong problem.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You stuck to the principles, that's what matters. Can we still fight the Dream Scourge?
We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
You talk like you have a vendetta against it.
In a way I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see a Nadiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
I've worked with animancers before. Of safe distance.
It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
You think these might be connecting? Kind of experiment? Be connected?
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Alright?
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Messiverno. Forever.
Take all the time you need to think it over. A new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
So it's a professional patient or after. I can handle that.
Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Sounds like I have my work cut out for me.
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Godlike,
Cool.
Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant.
And do. Here. You know what? Let's go to here. Just because I know that they both want to have a chat to me, so I'll have a chat to the both of them. Might even be able to do an upgrade, you know? Can't upgrade that. No, we don't want to upgrade too many things because we don't want to have to change it later when we. I mean,
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
Anna had to make her point that Birdo was unreasonable. It was excessive. Loud public confrontation really wins people over. No, I'm surprised no one else backed her up.
Wish I could say the same. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people. Especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
I remember that attitude, well, from my academy days.
You seem to have turned out okay. You and Giada, come to think of it. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
I get it. Losing home is hard, especially when home doesn't love you back. Sometimes you have to cut ties. A home that compromises you isn't worth returning to.
Can we just talk about something else?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
We get some rest.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
She's right. They're trying to ignore an obvious threat.
I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject?
Let's talk about Aaron's
Ask away.
and more about.
I'm surprised at how much more deadly it is than it used to be. Hunting was great here. And there were edible plants everywhere. That's all still true, but I never used to worry about being strangled by a wild root while I sleep. Still, the challenge keeps things interesting, right? You earn every breath out here.
Anything interesting out here?
There's a skeleton sitting in a chair out on the coast, west of the Fjord docks. No idea what it's doing there, but I'm always curious.
Do you have any tips to survive an Emerald's?
Right, changing the subject. Oh, good. Let's have it. Andy, what? Pleasant dreams.
Cool. We're gonna get Dream? Yes.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field. The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke, hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place?
The situation in floor is dire. Someone needs to help them.
A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
Finally, a metaphysical topic I could teach about.
Eons have passed. We do not recognize these strange machines. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
They want to heal souls. They want to learn the secrets of life and death.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Adamancy is illegal in Adria. Adamancy is misunderstood.
Punished. Cast out. We understand. We peer through the murky water in vain. What is the truth?
Anything you can improve, anything that can improve people's life is worth the risk. No knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it. They can fight essence all they want. Not sure they'll win.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
That means we're about to leave. When they talk about what we're going to dream about, it means we're about to leave, basically.
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
Eh?
Beatrice, you know, the one with her viscera on display? As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell it, too.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
Using the undead for labor?
What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
Why do that? Gita wants your opinion on Dream Scourge.
Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
I'm afraid he did. Everyone's fast to these parts.
He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
Yes, Silver, the cow or goat.
Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come.
I'll take care of Silver and I'll make it quiet.
Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
And this is why I don't take pets.
Yeah, literally undead. But the window should be good. I can't get in there. Yeah, the window is good, but how do you get into the window? Okay, this way? Might be the answer we're looking for.
Nice job, everyone.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting?
I doubt Sylvia.
Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant,
Silver, sorry.
but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
You promised me some answers.
So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
Haven't shared these findings. You haven't shared these findings with anyone? Of your colleagues must have arrived at the same conclusion.
It's possible, but we don't share research if we can avoid it. That's one of the reasons I moved out here. The other reason being my corpses. They don't enjoy living behind walls, if you can call it living. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fascinating. I'm sure Gila will be interested in finding.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Ooh. Again, damage, carry capacity, 7. I feel like we could bump that up to a 10. Still be quite happy. So what wizard point do we want now? I think we do fire. And then they've both got 1. Finding roots deals stun and trapped enemies. Yeah. And then we bending defense increases the health regeneration of bending defense. Yes. This is so close. Let's go do beat, shall we?
mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. They just... Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
You realise I understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Wants me to learn about the Dream Scourge.
I suppose we owe her a favor.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal?
Yeah.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
I have to come back as godlike. I wouldn't mind blending into the crowd for a change. I don't know. I guess I'd like some kind of mushroom. Luckily, you think I'm lucky? That is what you want to know?
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Just help you whenever I can.
So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives. There are many ways of leaving a legacy. Mine is none of your business.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Good news, please. For the love of God. Good news.
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Well, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Of course, we may be able to learn more about the Dream Scourge through the essence connected to Adra.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll.
One more question. What do you do about the entirety... What do you do... Wait, what do I do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Thank you.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
We could do both.
Okay, let's just go down these like I always do. And then the next one is inside. Gotta be inside. Gotta be inside Flora. A new place. You know what a new place means? A new place means more places to fucking loot.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little
Unpredictable? Like the essence has no sanctity.
How did you know?
We should talk, but not here.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be up to something.
I'm sure we found it. Look what happened to them.
Ayath, something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
How's everything?
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Vieta and I are investigating Dream Scourge.
Giada. What
Giada.
a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
I can fix it.
Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
Battery of remotes.
Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
Oh, I know, yes. Standing in front of a massive Ada pillar.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgon queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgon in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
Good news, I already went there and found what you're looking for. I'll place it in the machine now.
Well, aren't you full of surprises? For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
Got your machine running now. Tell me about the dream scourge.
With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun.
Okay.
Your hands are covered in blood.
Okay. I think I would kind of wash my hands in the sea and leave.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
Pendulum clock.
Chrysalis.
Transformation.
Spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Hello? You still with me?
Soul is particularly sensitive to this experiment.
In that case, let's stop it before I do any lasting damage. Let's go over your results. Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
Yvette and Remy, I certainly thought so.
God, my condolences. Those two are a handful, even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting.
I need to trace it back to its source.
That would be closer to Giata's area of expertise. I'm sure she'd love to give you a look. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the dream scourge.
Yes.
Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land, diverted, like the flow of a river.
Gone somewhere?
Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Will do.
He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
Yeah, so also, there's another thing I want to check. Still the same quest? Yes.
I have a lot of packing ahead of me, but I've earned a short rest.
But with all your adamances.
Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
You're right about the dream scourge. It's older and stranger, but we need the pillar of Adra. It might be what's happening in the living lands.
Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started. And already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Buy me again? Should have known you had alternative motives.
And every bit of it was critical to our research. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work.
Impressive. What's next?
Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus.
Guessing you want to study the Dream Scourge by filtering the local appearance?
Exactly. There are many ways of going about it, but my mother's invention will get us quick results. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Don't worry. I'll run down and grab it for you.
The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
Happy to help.
That's where her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
I'm always ready.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
It tells me it's not going to be peaceful when we grab this thing. The second we grab this thing, I think they're going to come alive and we're going to have to fight on. I feel like that's about to happen.
We can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents. Whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
Shit.
I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
Talk about it.
My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands, and it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
People are too quick to risk everything for an ideal. I'm sorry it didn't work out for your family.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
So today, so you know what happened. Isolated yourself from grief.
I did it to contain the tragedy, even if it destroyed me too. But all that's in the past. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living land. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Thanks.
The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord.
Ah.
There should be some equipment waiting for us.
Yeah.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Hey, a different quest now. Perfect. Yeah, abilities for friends as well. Max out this one. We buy a second one and give it a point. This is shield, temporary health, yes. Increase the amount of temporary health granted by the barrier. I know exactly what that is. I've been there multiple times before. So what we'll probably do then, because I'm pretty certain this is the quest where we need that specific thing. So what I might do is we'll go and we'll have a chat to these two, which is we'll go to you first.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened there, but she lost her people. She'll need time to get past that. And she deserves it. Right, changing the subject? Thanks for talking.
Then let's chat to you.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fjord Messivern. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
I think you're going to enjoy walking for yourself.
Some getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
Don't have much to offer aside from the messy camp and old bed. Just as long as you'll have us.
Good, because I have a lot of research to do. And this could take a while. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous?
Probably. Tough, not tough, any fault of ours. Though, not through any fault of ours.
A little bit of trouble in moderation can be good for the soul. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready. I hope so, anyway.
Perfect. Just some rest.
Thanks for talking. I can't believe it. Ranger Dorsal, a traitor to Fjord Messiverno. At least she isn't our problem anymore. My people let nature judge the turncoats. Always have.
Your Featured people with lengthy trials. Exile traitors before?
Rarely, and only when their guilt is certain. Exile in the living lands is not the worst fate a criminal can suffer, but it's close, and always deserved. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiferno. Blamed animancers for the problems we tried to solve, and I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else.
Let's talk about the rest.
Not before I've done some reading. Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground.
No, the Imperium Archive has some of the tallest bookshelves in Aeron.
What a pain. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsli stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days she's going to change the world. Shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again. Until next time.
Hey. A conversation, maybe?
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels. To grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death.
You call that life? I doubt it thinks her parents are still alive in any way that matters to her.
The lake dries. Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade.
You care so much. Somehow I don't think they agree to this.
They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change?
No, we can't decide the new form now. It's better than nothing.
Life. Germinate the sprouts. No winter, only spring. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells.
Suppose they live on in some form.
More than alive. No suffering. No end. Sleep now. Dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
Okay, so that is going to be this for this episode for us. Give it a quick save while we're done that episode. But yeah, thank you. We will be back literally today. I think I'm going to schedule it for an hour later, so this will be at like 1 a.m. at 2 a.m. for me. The next episode we'll be back to later for episode 13. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye.